Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Rima Alexandrovichute, your child's self-worth host. And today I'm greeting you from Lithuania. Well, today I'm going to share with you the magic of language. First of all, I'd like to talk to you about this skill. When you master it, when you build a knowledge on that, every single action, every single behavior of your child makes perfect sense to you. And it is so much easier to appreciate your child's achievement. When you lack knowledge in this, it's kind of feels random, and very often your child's behaviors seem just just your child. And what I'm talking about is language development. Well, recently I came across quite a few videos on YouTube when a little child, a year and a half, maybe younger, maybe older, and they run in circles, would that be single item in the middle of the room or big hall, they run in circles one direction without stopping. Possibly you, I definitely found these videos very amusing and watched one video after another, after the third and fourth, and couldn't stop giggling. Well, truly, there are psychological and physiological researches done, and this running in circle has a physiological reason. Apparently, when a toddler runs one direction for some time, language development centers in brain are triggered, and their language is developed at much higher pace. And also researchers suggest that you can introduce new vocabulary and children are more likely to recall it, to understand it and use appropriately. Well, you might ask, how do I know when it's time? Any time is good, because as a parent, as a carer, you know best, you know your children best, and you notice when they are most curious about something. And first of all, you need to understand that your child understands 3 times more than they are able to use, 3 times more words than they are able to use. For example, if your little one is using 10 words, that means they understand 30 of them at least. If your children are able to use 100 words in the correct content, that means they already understand 300 words. Would you agree that this number is already very big? Well, some of us adults, possibly you too, are ambitious. I remember when my niece started just talking, I could not stop myself introducing new words and one word after another. Most effective way how to do that is to repeat. For example, if you notice that your child repeats continuously every single car, car, the way to expand their vocabulary around cars would be one way to introduce colors. Oh yes, this is a red car. Oh yes, that was a white car, or black or silver or blue. This way, your children once again start building understanding of colors and other adjectives before they start using. And what you will notice that in no time your little ones are able to use short phrases, and very soon after that start talking in short sentences, and sentences will get longer and longer and longer. Now, next step would be your question, what if my child is older than that? Well, there are ways around that too. Easiest and most simple way is to ask, what exactly does it mean to you? Because through time, through years of working with children, I came to understanding that my understanding of certain phrase or certain words is slightly different, or at times very different to the children I work with. And also, you know, that works across the ages. Would that be 5-year-old, 10-year-old, or 16-year-old? That question works effectively. Well, some of you might say, what if my teenager is not really willing to answer the questions? There is a way around that too. You know, one of the ways is to suggest to your younger one, if you're not willing to talk to me, is it okay if I suggest possible answers that I think you may come up with and you choose the appropriate? For example, if you ask a question, what would you like for lunch? And you receive an answer, nothing. You may suggest, would it be correct for me to say that you may consider salad, chicken salad, or burger? And this way, it will be easier for your younger one to choose and for you to be certain of their choices. And at the same time, with younger ones, it is also important to explain yourself. For example, I just experienced a situation with my niece when she gave me one-word answer, and frankly, that was not the answer I expected, and that's unsettled me. So explaining why I wanted her to give me the answer in greater detail help her to understand my point of view, and also it allowed her to gather her thoughts and gave her time to explain herself. So this is language development, and this is the use of language. It is very important to know the ways how can you improve language you are using, and also how can you improve your child's language. I would like you to do one little task on daily basis. I would like to invite you to recognize the moments when you use the language successfully, effectively. Would that be, you know, improving one's language into positive way, instead of using, oh, that's really bad attempt, you might suggest, that was a good go. What you could do next time, you can, and you give your suggestions. I would also like you to invite to celebrate every single achievement, because you do as well as you can. Every single one of you are wonderful parents, and you are the winners in your own ways. Before I leave you, I would like to invite you to join me in the next show, where I am looking forward to share my thoughts on engagement, different types of engagement, and different ages as well. This is me, Rima Alexandrovichute, your child self-worth host from Lithuania. Until next time, good night, good day, good morning to all of you.